Hello everyone, I'm your host, Boss Zombie. Welcome back to Golden Sun: The Lost Age. Let's look around town, I guess. So whenever there's a butterfly, should I use reveal? Oh. What is that? Stardust. Oh, that's a craftable thing, right. Wait, is this saying there's another thing? No, okay. So are they all next to butterflies? Yes, okay. There's always a butterfly indicating there's an item. Makes sense. I can't, like, get into the back, right? No. I did that one already. Life never changes in Lemuria. It can get rather dull, you'll find. I ought to feel surprised to see outsiders here, but I can't remember how to be surprised. Wow, this place is depressing. I figured Yellum was going to be the most depressing place. This one is competing with it. Alright, fine. I'm trying to guess, and there's nothing here. Are you the travelers that came here with Piers? Yes. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to visit, Uncle. Oh. Piers, you're alive. Yes, I've managed to survive against a great many trials. There's a lot of alcohol bottles on the floor here. What a fascinating coincidence. We've stumbled across Piers's uncle's house. Piers's uncle's house. I must thank you all for looking after my nephew. This is Felix and Creighton. They are my friends and have aided me tremendously. What about Jen and Sheba? If my sister could only hear how timid young Piers has become a mighty warrior. Where is my mother? We've been so busy since we arrived that I haven't had a chance to see her. Now that I think about it, this place is a mess. What happened? Mother is always so neat. No, she hasn't fallen ill again, has she? There's still illness in Lemuria? My mother was born with a weak heart. Piers, I'm sorry, your return comes too late. After the tidal wave washed you to sea, your mother suddenly fell ill. The shock of losing you was too great for her poor heart. Oh, we've got a dead mom story. Great. Hey, that goes around here. She held up... Well, actually, no, they're alive. So, only he's got a dead parent now. She held out hope for your safe return until the very end. Perhaps your mother gave herself up to ensure your survival. Does that not sound like your mother? Where is she now? She rests in the cemetery now. Check the headstones, you will find her. Aw, Piers. What should we do, Felix? Should we follow Piers? Yes. After all we've been through, the least we can do is offer Piers our condolences. Wait. I ask that you leave Piers to his mourning for now. Now he's struggling with the loss of his mother. He needs time. You came to Lemuria to learn more of alchemy, did you not? I suspected as much. Piers was right to bring you here. Piers told me his secret, the mission he was given by His Highness the King. Even had the tidal wave not carried Piers off, he would have left us. Such was his fate. You look confused. Piers told you about this, did he not? Curious. I can understand why he would do that. If Lord Conservato had not led the Senate to oppose him, he would have left sooner. I wonder what news Piers has brought with him. Either way, I do know why he has brought you here. Felix, don't tell me that he hasn't at least told you that much. Did Piers tell you nothing before bringing you here to Lemuria? Unfortunately, I know little more than that. While Piers confronts his sorrow over the loss of his mother, you have some time. I shall write you a letter, so that you can see Lunpa. The thief? Lunpa has locked himself in his tower and rarely comes out, but if I send him this, he will see you. Like, Lunpa... Well, he did go with Bobby to this place, didn't he? All I need is a bird to carry it to him and oh no, they just said he got lost in the sea and they never found him. I guess he was here. Wait, so he probably looks younger than his son and grandson. There, you should be able to see him now. We are the only children in Lemuria. I often wish there were other children to play with. No, not you. I'll talk to the other one. It's been many, many years since a new child was born in Lemuria. Lemurians love children, but they only remain children for such a short time. House of the Senate. Maybe I don't want to go here yet. Oh yeah, Piers isn't in our group. How old am I again? I quit counting after I turned 200, and that was long ago. Now that Piers has returned, maybe he'll share his tales of the outside world with me. I've never been outside of Lemuria. I don't know what the rest of the world is like. If there weren't laws prohibiting us from leaving, I would be gone in an instant. Chicken? Buck, buck, buck. Oh, right. I can do the mind reading thing. If they hold still... If it weren't for the people in the castle, the Lemurians would probably let themselves starve. Oh. Oh, wait, but Piers has my Scoops energy. Wait, so what if he still had my Lash? How would I do that? Ooh. Honestly, I'm amazed that anyone can travel so far across the world in this age. Say, Piers isn't with you. Why not? His mother passed away. He's gone to visit her grave. Of course, his mother. He loved her dearly. A terrible loss. It must be hard on him. Wait. Well, Piers may not be here, but we still have much to discuss. If Piers brought you, you must be working to break the seal on alchemy, right? Yes. Ah, Piers has done quite well in finding you. What mission could the good King Hydros have assigned to Piers? What? Piers has told you nothing of his mission? Really? So you actually have nothing at all to do with alchemy? Our parents were kidnapped by the Fire Clan far to the north. You're only firing the lighthouse beacons to gain their freedom. King Hydros told me that Venus and Mercury have been ignited once again. Was that your doing? I'm afraid I know nothing of any northern Fire Clan. But that doesn't explain you, sir. You're clearly not related to these two. What are your goals? Creighton joined us on this quest on behalf of Lord Bobby of Tolby. Bobby? I only know of one man named Bobby, but it couldn't. Master Lunpa, the Bobby we speak of, is the same man you knew long ago. Ah, so he's still out there, living in the outside world. Well, that might not be the most accurate way of putting it. Most accurate? You certainly have an odd way of turning a phrase. He was living, yes, until recently, that is. Ah, so Bobby passed away. But only recently, you say? When he finally ran out of his mystic draughts, his spirit began to wane. Then, I no longer know anyone in the world outside. But aren't you Lunpa, the righteous thief? I was called that once, long ago. Long ago. Why do you ask? I'll bet there's at least one person in the outside world whom you still know. Who would that be? There's a town called Lunpa in northern Angara. A man named Donpa lives there. I settled that village in Donpa. He's my son. Now your grandson, Dodonpa, rules over your village. Rules? Rules is an ill-sounding word. But it's an accurate one, Lunpa. Dodonpa is an evil thief who has caused much trouble in Angara. What has become of my son? How could he permit such a thing to happen? Master Lunpa, don't you have any idea how old Donpa is? He is as I am, an old man. He may be older even than I. If this news outrages you, why don't you go and set Dodonpa straight? If only I could. Is this the only reason we're here, to bring news to the outside world? Yes, I'm sorry we were sidetracked. We have much to discuss. Before we begin, there is one thing I must say. You don't mind, do you, Felix? I knew you'd agree. Why did you... I've discussed this with none but Felix, but I have my own reasons for this quest. What do you mean? Only that I have my own reasons for wanting to see the beacons lit again. Why are you telling us all of this now? Because I feel this quest is deeply linked to Lemuria. I thought it odd that Lord Bobby should order me to research alchemy. Hey, wait a minute. Is this what you promised to tell us once we reach Lemuria? Yes. Yes, may I continue? Long ago, before alchemy's power was sealed, there were many civilizations as advanced and cultivated as Lemuria. At the moment the alchemy was sealed away, most of those civilizations began to wane, until eventually they vanished. I've formed certain theories now, suggesting that this may be related to the seal on alchemy. Let me get this straight. You felt you couldn't tell us this until we were in Lemuria? And you only wanted to come to Lemuria to test your theories and see if they were true? But even if everything you said is true, what does it all mean? If your theories are correct, the world itself will wane and vanish, won't it, Kraden? Piers never spoke of this to you, did he? If you came to this theory on your own, you are indeed a wise scholar. We would do well to trust you. What do you mean? King Hydros and I, as well as others in Lemuria, hold the same beliefs that you do, Kraden. You do? Civilizations thrive by building upon the knowledge of the past. Knowledge gained in one generation should be taken even further by the next. Thus, knowledge and learning continue to grow. This is the natural course of civilization. But where's the world today? The great civilizations of old have all withered and vanished. We are all isolated and alone. You have encountered many cultures in your travels. Are any of them capable of building the great sanctums and lighthouses you have seen? No, they are not, but this is not the only sign of the decay you have theorized. I think it best you hear the rest directly from His Majesty, King Hydros. Yes, Kraden, we shall go visit the king. But King Hydros in council with Lord Conservato, we might not be allowed in. Conservato, that fool. He refuses to acknowledge what he can see with his own eyes. I will meet with the king and press our evidence upon Conservato. Come with me. Ah, stupid door. Yeah. At last you are open. To the king's chambers. Lunpa ought to be as old as Lord Bobby was, but he has so much energy. He's got a fire in him. I do wish I could have heard more about Lord Bobby, though. But come, Felix, to the king's palace we go. It's weird that people kind of talk about Bobby in like a pleasant context, because he kind of seems like not a great guy when you kind of think about everything he did. King Hydros awaits you. You're free to enter. His Highness, the King, has instructed that we let you pass. You are welcome here. If you seek the counsel of His Highness, the King, follow this passage to the doors at the end. His Highness never leaves a meeting with Conservato in a good mood. Good luck. Ooh, there's an item in here, though. First floor, a barrel on the rightmost room. Hey, another one. So that should mean I have 14. I used 2, so 16. Wait, maybe I didn't miss one. 16 total. Oh no, yeah, this would be 18. So I did miss one and one I haven't been to yet. Okay. Anything else in here? No. Okay. We can still go talk to people. If there's anyone here. King Hydros is the wisest of all the Lemurian kings, but I understand why Conservato and his Senate opposed the king's plans. Conservato and the king were yelling so loudly that I could hear them from out here. Oh, promising. He's still in chamber with Lord Conservato. Why is he granting them an entrance? What's over here? The Senate holds King Hydros in poor regard because he favors Lunpa's wisdom over their own. Yeah, because they sound like idiots. You are Lord Felix, correct? I don't know about... Well, actually, I am a lord, now that I think about it. Cool hair. It would seem the warriors of which you spoke have arrived. So it would, your highness. I shall call them to us immediately. Oh, there's Piers. There's no need, Lunpa. Let us go to them. Hydros, would you see me dishonored thus? They ought to present themselves to us. I do not go to present myself to them, Conservato. I am merely going to where they are. I have something that I wish to show everyone. Regardless of your reasons, sire, I will not go to them. Do as you will, Conservato. However, we shall go. I heard of your arrival. It is quite remarkable that you were able to reach Lemuria. Welcome. Allow me to introduce my companions. This is Sheba, Jenna, Felix, and Kraden. Kraden is the one who told me of the outside world civilizations, of their condition. Ah, Kraden, Lunpa describes you as a remarkable scholar. Your research impressed us. Thank you, your highness. Your theories are correct. Our world is now on a path to destruction. And who has decided this? You, Hydros? Some civilizations have vanished, surely, but that is the way of the outside world. Look around you. Lemuria remains unchanged. Don't delude yourself. Lemuria has been in slow decline for ages now, but that can wait. My most trusted scholars have reached this conclusion after extensive research. I sent Piers to confirm this for me. So you admit it, Hydros. You violated the directive of the Senate. You used the tidal wave as your chance to send Piers away despite our commands. You are incorrect. The tidal wave carried me away by chance alone. Conservato, you must know that the tidal wave was caused by Poseidon's return. Only a fool would have chosen to send a man to see if he knew that this would have happened. What was it that you intended to have Piers confirm? Ooh, finger snap. Ooh, holograms. This map shows the ancient world, when Lemuria still traded with people on the many continents. It was a great age, a time when the world shined brightly. And this is the map Lunpa had with him when he arrived in Lemuria 150 years ago. That is not the way the world looks now. I use this map to sail around the world. It is quite accurate. Incredible! You understand, Kraden? What do you understand? Well, unless my eyes deceive me, the continents have shrunk since the Golden Age. That's insane. It's not insane, it is true. Perhaps this will make the point more clearly. Look at these two maps side by side. There's no mistaking it. The continents on Lumpa's maps are clearly smaller. Lies. Nothing but lies. What do you hope to gain from foisting these lies upon our people? You know well that I hope to gain nothing more than the truth, Conservato. And who do you expect will believe such nonsense? If you don't believe the evidence before your eyes, what do you believe? Do you believe the Lemurian map to be accurate to this day? Tell me, Piers, you were able to investigate this matter, were you not? Thanks to Felix and my companions, I was able to travel much of the Eastern Sea. And what did you find? I found in truth that Lumpa's map is the more accurate of the two. However, the world seems even smaller now than it appears on Lumpa's map. Okay, so I was right. What are you saying? Time itself has stopped. Think of Weird as a living, breathing being, possessing its own life force. The four elements are the nourishment needed to sustain this being. Crane, this is exactly what King Hydros himself has said to me. Ever since alchemy was sealed away, the world has been cut off from its nourishment. It has gone into a state akin to hibernation. By using less energy, Weird prolongs its life. Yet when hibernating, the being has only stopped its own clock, not the flow of time around it. When a bear sleeps through the winter, it needs only wait for spring to come. When it awakens, it can nourish its weakened body again. But if spring never comes, the bear will eventually die. Weird is wasting away, its content shrinking because its spring has never come. Hydros, how can you make such outrageous claims? The world is not alive. To me, Conservato, why do you think... Tell me, Conservato, why do you think Poseidon has returned? Do you have the answer, Hydros? The elemental lighthouses. Felix and his companions have lit the beacons on both Mercury and Venus Lighthouse. What? Have you any idea what will happen if you set that evil loose upon the world again? You know that it could bring about the destruction of the world, and yet you did it anyway? My lord, you cannot possibly intend for these people to light the remaining beacons. I do indeed, Conservato, and I also fear the possibility that alchemy will destroy the world. But I cannot stand by knowing, as I do, that the world will wither and die if we do not act. This is madness, Hydros. Does the threat of alchemy mean so little to you? Would you put the world in even greater danger to satisfy your theories? Only 2 of the beacons lit, I assume you intend to send Piers out again? And I will go, Lord Conservato. Felix has need of my power. Then go, Piers, but if you do, say farewell, for you will never be able to return. You will be banished from Lemuria forever. You know our laws. Are you prepared for the outcome? I myself am disgusted by the whole matter. I take my leave of you, Hydros. But I warn you, I will not permit you to go through with this madness. What will you do, Your Highness? I knew this outcome was inevitable. But I could not sit silent while our world drifted down the path of its destruction. I want you to light the remaining beacons before you return. That's what we intend to do, but we cannot leave the Eastern Sea. I have already heard of this problem from Piers. This is something I found by accident in some ruins back in my days as a thief. I'm not sure what it is, but it seems to contain some powerful synergy. Seems to? You're not certain? It is a synergy that we Lemurians are unable to use. I understand you travel with many kinds of adepts, do you not, Felix? If we include Piers in our numbers, we have 1 adept for each of the 4 elements. Then at least one of you should be able to use the synergy that this contains. King Hydros believes the item can only be used by one who wields synergy of the earth. If I'm not mistaken, it is a powerful synergy we call Grind. If you master the synergy, the reefs that block your way shall pose no trouble anymore. With Grind, you should be able to create a path by which you can sail into the Western Sea. Go, brave adepts. By your hands, may the remaining lighthouses burn bright once more. That synergy is quite powerful, can only be trusted to a very few people. That His Highness has given it to you should illustrate how great his expectations are. I have no doubt that your journey will be fraught with ever-increasing danger, but we are counting on you, Felix. Grindstone. Huh, that's a funny pun. Alright, you must sail to the Western Sea. Do not worry about Lemuria. Ignite the elemental beacons. Conservative lacks the conviction to discuss these matters with the people of Lemuria. Do not listen to Conservative. We cannot let the world wither and die. Go, brave adepts. By your hands may the remaining lighthouses burn bright. Can I return to Lemuria? Okay, so... You can come back at any time. I might boogie on out of here and come back later for the metal stuff. Go collect the 2 I'm missing and check out one more place. Oh, but first... So there should be one more item. Because I'll probably have to make a few trips to go sell stuff. What's the closest? The closest city would be probably Champa, right? Ooh. A rusty sword. Okay. I got that. Oh. And there's an item to get down here. A cow? Lemurians are so lazy they make me look like a dynamo, and they live so long. A dynamo. Good word. Nut. What is the hard nut for? Defense. I'm gonna give it to Sheba because I know hers is lower. Alright, so that's it for the items. Yeah. There's a gin I have to get on the way out. I'll come back for this fountain. The many goodies it has. I'd like to get all the medals I can get now. And I want to go craft some gear with what I have. It's you know, we're the point where you need to take a break, do some stuff off screen, and then worry about that from there. So oh, I feel like we're setting off now. Then to sea we go. Piers? Yeah, Sheba, what is it? There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Something I have to ask you. Ask me, Sheba. You and I look roughly the same age, but how old are you really? Is that your question, Sheba? It's not important. It is to me. If you are much older than us, then I'm afraid we have not shown you the proper respect. She's got a point. Don't worry about such things. Please, treat me as you have all along. No, that won't do. You have to tell us. What? Come now. This is silly. No, Piers, tell me. You're afraid you haven't shown me the proper respect, and yet you make demands of me? Come on, Piers, you can tell us. How old are you really? This has nothing to do with respect. You just want to know how old I am, don't you? Hee. Ho ho ho. I knew it. Come on, Felix. Can't you get them off my back? To even... You're in this too, aren't you, Felix? I've had it with your conspiracies. I will not tell you. Wait. You kicked me out by way of cutscene, but there was clearly a thing I can do. This. So this is the thing you have to grind, huh? Grind. Bye. Okay. So there's a gin somewhere in here? Oh. There's more stuff docked here. This looks exactly like the other... Wait. Oh no, this is different. Ancient Lemuria. Things look interactable here. Do I need to parch? No. Oh. I was wondering why this statue was here. Wait. Hmm? Oh. Oh, it's an order of operations thing. I did Cyclone first. Where does it say? Cast Cyclone in the bottom left area to bring Rhyme out of hiding. So over here? How would you figure this out? Okay, well, that part I would figure out. We're not gonna fight, are you? No, we're not gonna fight. Well, Piers is gonna get stronger now. Rhyme. Wow. Okay. Yes, we're leaving. So, I want to go to Treasure Isle, which I believe is in the northeast of the ocean. It's one of those, I can do a little bit of a dungeon now, and then later I can come back and do the other half of it, or other portion. I think it's more than a half. Now, how do I leave? I guess I go to where Poseidon was. Oh, now I go like this. Neat. So I'm clearing a path. Is this a one-way kind of excursion, or... I can't go like that. Wait, I'm curious. So if I do that, I go like this. Oh, okay, that's easy. Nice. You don't have to do all the looping stuff again. This is just a quick access. Very nice. Okay, so we have to go there. Treasure Isle items. Enemies are all around level 30. Cool. Ooh, there's more crafting stuff to get there too. Perfect. We're pretty strong. Wait. 30. Okay, so we still have a little bit of time before I'm worried about what level will be. How did we get here? It does kind of look like a dragon or a bird. Oh, is this how? Oh, is this where Briggs got his loot? His jewels? These are new. Wargold. Wolfkin. Well, that thing's defending, so it's fine. Treasure aisle, okay. Leftmost sub-chamber of the entrance hall. Okay, we've seen Harridans already. It's not new. Wait, do any of the common enemies, the early enemies, have... Ooh, Blessed Mace. And Giant Axe. Those could be fun. Attack boost 126. Oh, well, Blessed Mace is just a healing item. I don't want that. Wait, I need to check the items I currently have. 130. 124. 128. No, I don't want either of them. I have stronger gear. Why can't I block these? Oh. Oh, cool. Okay. Oops, oops, oops. Got that. Okay, there's... Grind. Okay. Why are these... Oh, is this implying that they came... This is where they got their loot. Okay. Oh, well, these are the fellows that can drop the Blessed Mace. Okay, a lot of health. $30 Firemaster. Empty? Yep. And empty. Okay. Well, I'm gonna check them all. Yeah, okay, so this is where Briggs and his guys were, because there's the trap there. Oh, they're all like in the first room. Yep. Yep. And yep. So the grind... Oh, yeah. It's really more of a sink. Oh, okay. I want that one up. Wait, no, I don't. So if I go this way... Stone Soldier. Huh. Okay, I can't do this yet. Oh, wait, yes I can. Oh, how do I... Oh. I need to push it so I can reach it, but not on the button yet. Perfect. There's 2 Jinn in here I can't get yet. Alright, now what are we doing here? This one. Alright, I mean, that seems straightforward enough. I just need to hop across and grab whatever this is. Jester's armlet. Oh right, she had the war gloves. I forgot about that. Felix, you can have them. I guess we'll get rid of the Fujin shield. Wow, so we're finally done with the Fujin shield. Alright, well, it was fun while it lasted. Clear path. Bah. Cannibal Ghoul. Okay, now that's out of the way. So is this the part I can't do anything yet? There's an item over there. Ah, okay, I need lift. So that's locked behind Reunion. Is the Earth Golem the dangerous one that can do the crazy amount of damage? There's a different Golem, like later, the yellow one. Are you a mimic? You are a mimic. You sneaky fellow. Oh, well, wait, I can... So wait, how much does this... where is it? Where is it? This. How much... Let's do a test. What does a lot of damage? You aspire. Oh, don't do that. Okay, well. We'll do an Odyssey. Oh, well now I won't know. Oops. Can I go to her? Oh, and I'm here. Perfect. Okay, so this is kind of a real hint that you can't go any further that way anyway, so you might as well. Like this. And now I can get these items. Perfect. 6 things, though. Ooh. A cookie. A side crystal. Money. Let's say 9/11. Oof. That's a lot of craftables. Blah, blah, blah. My mouth. Okay, cookie is synergy points. We're gonna give that to Piers. I'm gonna let Shiva hold this. Okay, I think we're good. Let's get out of here, right? There's nothing else? Yeah. We'll be back for you later, Treasure Isle. So that's everything I can do in the Eastern Sea, I think. One last for the road, huh, Mr. Ghost? Okay. I'm gonna go do a lot of crafting and no grinding. Not in the experience sense, anyways. But yeah, when I come back next time, we'll be ready to head for the west. So thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next stuff up real soon. But until then, bye.